Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 77 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Brown has the 1st down and much more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Dobbins. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
They've got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards. Rodgers now on first down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Patrick Queen charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
It's caught here by Adams. It's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jackson now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him? Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way. So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away. Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense. 4th down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing? I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone. But 4th and long? Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side. Fans might be a little angry at that one. To throw again on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now Jackson. Brown has the first down and much more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And it's caught. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The return is Duvernay. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
Check 26.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We're playing three quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The quick feet by Jackson. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Dobbins able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Dobbins once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. For a couple of plays, his Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right? There he goes, left side.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing, Jackson. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.